Just a word of warning, this is actually not a happy subject. This is about the animal abuse situation, and it's also about the whole striking thing with Markiplier and Moist Critic. Also, I'm going to be saying about why I've been very inactive on YouTube for the past while as well. And I should also point out that a lot of the information that I'm about to actually give in this video is not my own information that I've found personally. Some of it may be, but a lot of it is actually from other YouTubers like Nick Crowley and GoodMoodDani and a few others pretty much, including a journalist called Jennings. Anyway, let's get into this whole situation. It's a really big mess. I'm going to start off with the fact that there's a lot of YouTubers that are abusing animals right now and uploading as rescue videos. It's really dark stuff. So I'm going to actually post some video clips of one particular scene where 3 dogs and a cat are trapped in a fence. Not at the same time obviously, but it's the exact same fence. And this is from the KM Daily and Rescue Animals, I think it is. I can't remember if they're on KM Daily, but they're definitely on Rescue Animals, and I'm going to post images of the actual channels themselves as well later on. But for now, I'm going to post these videos and I'm going to show you what I mean by the fact that it's the same fence. As for the cat video, that cat could have easily been killed with that because of the fact that, well, they cut a piece of the fence, and if that fence actually stabbed into the cat, it would have murdered the cat pretty much. If the cat turned the wrong way and it went into his neck is what I mean. Anyway, here are the clips for that, and I've really shortened them to a very small amount because I don't want to show too much of it. It's graphic, it's really vile stuff, but this is exactly what they've been doing anyway, and this is just very few examples. There are a lot more than just this. But anyway, here are the videos. As I said, if you look, you can actually see the fence where they're stuck. The left hand side has a wall, the exact same wall, and basically they're in the exact same position also, minus the cat who was stuck in the actual fence. But tell me, the colouring is exactly the same one and the location it's in. Anyway, moving on from this one, on to the next. Okay, now that you've seen that, I'm going to show you a still image next to a video of 2 dogs. They're exactly the same dog, but they're in a bloody bad situation. One of them is no more. In fact, they're both no more. They are the same dog, like I said anyway. Here's the image and here's the video played together. That is actually the same dog. All you have to do is look at the back and the face. You can actually tell because they both have a spot in the same area, and plus the face is black with a kind of sort of white down the middle of the face, and I mean, you can tell through that pretty much. As for this pup, this one actually was stabbed by the people around it. They actually claimed they were rescuing it from another dog actually biting it. As you can tell, this is not a bite wound, this is actually a stab wound. This is also pointed out on Nick's video as well. It's not a bite mark, nowhere near a bite mark. And the dog after this one is meant to be the same dog, but you don't see any scars. I'll put the image up of this one too, and you can actually tell for yourself. It's pretty messed up. Here are 2 images, one is a stab wound, one is a bite wound. Make your guess which one's which. So this next one is actually a video that was done by GoodMoodDani, and she pointed out a good few things about this video. And I'm going to let her speak for herself in certain parts, and I will make a few comments on this as well. Also, I will leave a link in the description for the video itself so you can watch the whole thing.
Like, it's already been a whole minute. It's gonna be a whole minute soon. And this guy is just filming the puppy. And I want you to notice this is very important. I'm gonna go back a bit. See the puppy's back? See this? Did you see his back? Here. He has a red back. Yes? He has red here on his back. So here. The dog is having trouble breathing. It's in distress. They think it was maybe in a train accident. Maybe there are broken bones. It can't walk properly. It's disoriented. and he's patching up a wound on its knee. Is that really the first thing you do to a dog that has been in an accident? You put, I don't know what that is, disinfectant on a wound on its knee, instead of giving it an x-ray or finding out why it's breathing like that.
So in this scene you can actually tell that the dog is struggling to breathe, and unfortunately they still haven't looked at it properly. They've just kept it on a bed and just basically put a little bit of cream on its knee, on its leg, sorry. That's about all they've really done so far. And this is just dumb, really.
He's checking the dog's gums now. And usually you check the dog, like the first thing you do is check the dog's gums. Like I've seen enough rescue videos to see that they immediately check the dog's gums to know how healthy or unhealthy it is. He patched the knee before checking the gums. He doesn't feel like a professional to me.
The next part I'm gonna just say that it looks really bad. The way they wrap the dog up, it's not even stopped breathing badly yet. It can still barely breathe, and they're wrapping it up. They're not doing anything else, they're just wrapping it up in a bandage like that's gonna fix everything. And personally, I just feel like I gotta cringe at that, because that is not what you do. None of this is how you help a dog, ever. This is not a vet. This is just an abomination, a liar, a fraud, if you will. And that is my absolute opinion on this individual right now.
So now he's going to bandage the dog up. I don't understand what's going on. He's checking the bones, I think. I don't know if that's how you check if something's broken or not. I don't know. It just doesn't look normal to me. And now he's just gonna wrap it up. As if he's wrapping a... as if he's wrapping... I don't know, what do you wrap this way?
Now recall when she actually said she was gonna show us something at the end of the video. She actually mentioned the red mark on the back of the dog. Here's a conclusion to that part.
Okay, so remember when I showed you the red patches on the dog? Try to compare them to this one. He's wet in this scene, so maybe it doesn't show, but... I have this shot of him here, this is the same video. See, if you scroll further, he's feeding the dog here. He feeds the dog some rice here. If you can see here, this is the dog. It's completely black. See? The paws are grayish, not reddish.
The paws are grayish, not reddish.
So basically, as Danny pointed out, there's actually reddish in the legs of the dog from earlier, and there's grey in this one, so chances are that dog is either deceased, which is pretty bad, or they've just decided to get another dog for it because that dog was taken off them. Either way, it doesn't matter. They're not the same dog, and you can tell by the markings. Again, same as the earlier video, but that's just my 2 cents on it. Take whatever you like from it, but that's what I see. So this is an article by Jennings, who actually wrote for Gizmodo online. He basically wrote about this situation with the whole snake dog rescue thing, where somebody puts in a snake with a dog or pups and allows them to basically torture them. And well, clearly he didn't get much out of it, but he tried, so I'm gonna include his article and what he actually said about it, and I'm gonna let you read it for yourself pretty much. So here's the article by Jennings. This was done in 6/10/2019. So yeah, let's get into this. Warning, this will contain descriptions of videos depicting animal cruelty. I'm not going to read the whole thing, so I'll just read as far down as I can without going on. Anyone who wants to see animals going after each other for some reason can just search on YouTube and find a wealth of disturbing videos, but there's one especially disgusting subgenre of animal attack content on that platform that seems to be a fairly recent phenomenon: fake rescue videos. The producers of these videos seem to set up an animal, often a puppy or a kitten, as bait for another animal, often a snake, to attack so a person can then save the victim. And despite what appear to be clear violations against YouTube's policy, prohibiting videos that depict infliction of unnecessary suffering or harm, deliberately causing an animal's distress, far too many of these hell videos remain on the platform. A redditor brought attention to this disturbing trend on a post on our YouTube on Monday. The user found several channels in which a pet bites and strangles puppies so that children can rescue the dogs. A quick Gizmodo YouTube search of Save Puppet and Python immediately turned up about 20 videos showing snakes attacking dogs and cats before people, often children, intervened to stop the snake from killing the mammals. Kinda like what happened in the other video where the kid was saving the animal from a stab wound but claimed it was a dog wound and you never actually saw the other dog around because it wasn't there. Anyway, these videos seem amateurishly staged, with a group of puppies waiting in a pit as the snake comes slithering up to attack. Then as the snake wraps around one of the animals moments from killing it, someone discovers the situation, then pries the snake from the cats or dogs. This is literally what goes on with these channels. They basically set things up and then they pretend like nothing was set up. They're actually rescuing them just to get views and money. It is literally the most disturbing thing I've seen. Well, one of them. I could go deeper than that, but not yet. There are several other staged rescue videos with similar titles, such as Big Snake Attack a Little Puppy, Rescue a Little Dog from Python Attack, again removed. Terrifying. Man found family dog from Python Attack dog. Yeah, so again, there's a lot of them out there, and they go beyond that as well, but again, I'll get into that subject momentarily, but bear with me for now. Thanks. This part I'm showing you is going to be about Pollution Entertainment and his followers. Pollution is the person a couple of years ago from Chile, I think it was a couple of years ago, who literally murders his cat and posted it on YouTube. He deleted the YouTube video, YouTube did not. Unfortunately, many people managed to repost it as basically proof of what he did. People tend to do that on YouTube for some reason. Not always for the best, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, so basically, there are two types. There's actually the people that have been posting as evidence to prove that he had actually done this, and there's also people that have been posting other videos to commemorate him, to appease him. I don't know what the hell they're actually planning, but it's involving animal abuse yet again, and they're doing it in his name. For example, this person, Akatsuki, they have been following him and posting the same kind of stuff, and these videos still exist to this day. Nothing's been done about those either. I've reported a few of them that I found, but unfortunately it's yet to be seen whether they actually get removed or not. Right, so this one I actually found while I was looking up pollution, I can't pronounce that right. Anyway, I found it while I was actually searching the channel, and I also found the other ones, as you can tell from the previous section. And this is called Drew F. It's got many dislikes because it's just horrible to watch. I mean, it's dissection of cats pretty much is the worst thing. Why YouTube allows it to remain, I don't know. It's been up for 8 years, I believe it said. Yeah, 8 years. And nothing's been done about it. But yeah, I tried watching a bit of the videos, the second one in particular, and unfortunately it's really, really horrific. I mean, this stuff should not even exist. It should not be on the platform at all. It goes against the policy, and yet we have strikes for people that have done less, but even nothing in fact. But we'll get to that shortly as well. So while I was actually scrolling around trying to figure out what I was going to say next, I came across a thing on Twitter, and apparently there are YouTube channels that are making animal abuse a prank. I don't get it. It's not funny, it's not smart, and it definitely doesn't make any sense to me. It's just moronic and sickening. Animal abuse is not a joke. It never will be, it never has been. Child abuse, another thing that's not a joke. None of these types of abuse is funny in any way whatsoever. But yeah, anyway, I'll get on to the strike now. Or the strikes, should I say. So this next section I'm going to talk about the fact that Markiplier and the guy Charlie ended up getting a strike. Not the only ones, it's a big problem on YouTube right now, both the strikes and the claims. So to start off with, I'm actually going to talk about my strike, what actually happened to me. A few years ago, I was basically harassed by a freaking individual that really ruined my YouTube freaking channel pretty much. Basically, a friend of mine actually did some Jackbox party pack videos for me. She edited them and actually sent them to me to put up on the channel. And unfortunately, because some idiot couldn't get his own way, he basically ended up copyright claiming several of the videos, 3 of them, and in doing so, she literally caused a lot of problems for my channel very much. And I got the first strike. They took the strike away and I got the videos back, but only after another friend of mine decided he was going to intervene and try to do something about it. He eventually did. I don't exactly know what he did because they never really told me, but he did speak to the person and convinced him to do it. Him being a teacher and all that has a convincing personality to a degree, but he can still be an idiot, but you gotta love him anyway. After that happened, I was told to watch a video by YouTube. YouTube decided that I was going to watch this video because apparently I was in the wrong. So I did, and it was this Happy Tree Friends video. And I swear to the gods, it pissed me right off to no avail. I couldn't handle it anymore. I lost it with him. And that also marked the demise of my channel. I stopped doing proper videos, I didn't want to record anymore, and it took me a long time to get out of that. And even then, to this day, I'm still struggling with it. I still don't even know if I want to be on YouTube. I keep fighting myself over it. Every time I put a video up, I wonder what the hell I'm doing. And it blows my mind how stupid YouTube can actually be. Because after the video, after I watched it, I was told to answer several questions about the video and, well, question. And I was told to make sure that I answered it correctly or I might not get my channel back, or that's how I felt anyway. So I did that, I got it out of the way, and I did get my channel back. But not without feeling so helpless and just emotionally drained. This brings me to my next point. Markiplier and Moist Critical, I believe the channel's called, they ended up getting a strike just recently for a video they did where it actually consisted of a SpongeBob SquarePants dressed up guy pretty much and a few other people dressed up as cartoon characters. Basically pretend beating up some guy in a road rage incident. Not actually real, but he got struck down for it anyway, and unfortunately that goes to show how bad the whole system really is. Especially when animal abuse videos and such are actually being allowed online, which is really dumb in my opinion. So yeah, there's another YouTuber that's done a video about the copyright cartoon that I actually ended up having to witness, so I'm going to post his video in the link and you can actually see how bad it is from his point of view. And he does cover a lot of good points in it. The channel's name is TheMysteriousMrEnter. It's a pretty good video worth watching, let's just say that. I just want to add a little extra part where Markiplier actually did a video where he went on about problems with YouTube and people getting banned for his a heist from Markiplier thing, and a lot of people lost their accounts through this. I don't know if everybody actually got their accounts back from it, but I'm gonna post the video that he actually put up for this as well, because this is another thing that needs to be addressed, obviously. Anyway, it will be in the links below. There's going to be a lot of links, so just bear with me, alright? So, this last part is actually going to be about a person called Soo Young. Apparently she well, not apparently, she actually does kill sea creatures and then eats them. And that's apparently entertainment on YouTube these days. That's, bravo. Just, bravo YouTube, bravo. This is definitely entertainment at its finest value. Animal abuse and, well, animal abuse. So, yeah, I'm going to close this part out by saying that's just fucking sad. This last thing I'm going to do is actually shout out to Hope for Paws, one of the charities that I do actually trust, and hopefully they won't actually be swallowed up by this whole crisis as well. Anyway, yeah, they're the genuine article as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna leave it with this closing statement. This is my pet cat and my mother's dog, the family dog that is. He passed away several months ago, sadly, so he is definitely sorely missed. My cat Angel has a bit of a bad paw, so I kind of have to take a little more care with her, but it doesn't really seem to affect her too much. I've also had several other pets. Odie was actually a rescue dog. He was abandoned and left to suffer pretty much, but when we took him in, he was terrified, and I'll give you one simple fun fact about him. When we got him, the first thing he did to me was burst my friggin' nose. Where you going, boy? But yeah, I'll leave you with that, and I'll leave you with several pictures of the animals that were abused. Not the actual pictures, I'm going to try and find the nicer ones. I'm going to make it as a memorial to the ones that suffered. And end it there. So, goodbye guys, and I hope this actually helped a lot to make you understand why the answer us YouTube hashtag is necessary and why YouTube needs to get on top of this situation. I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.